What's up? It's your boy Dame Dozha here with my brother
DJ Deceptacon.
And this is the
Word on the Net podcast.
Wow. Yes, sir. We got a special guest today, hailing from the Midwest, up north, down south. He got some ears from hip hop, from the independent level all the way, you know what I'm saying, to the majors, man.
Gotcha.
I want everybody to welcome DJ Big Show to the Word on the Net podcast.
What up? I got my foot on their neck too.
For sure.
We're talking body parts. I've got my foot on their neck as well.
Ears to the streets, man.
Foot on their neck, ears to the streets.
Been doing it for quite some time, and this is like a producer. Like we usually have the ability to talk to artists. We talk to producers, but every now and then we have kind of like a state of the hip hop union conversation.
I've been waiting for this
with the DJs, man.
Come on, man.
DJ Deceptacon from Coalition DJs. What coalition?
So
do you represent?
I started my own coalition, Heartland Hip Hop DJs.
Heartland Hip Hop.
And I wouldn't be right if I didn't recognize the coalitions that recognized me first, right? Do you want me to get into the ones that started me off with?
Let's get into where'd you start at DJing?
I started DJing when I was about elementary school. My cousin was a DJ. He's an alpha. He's a DJ at Hampton University, and he brought back a Funk Flex tape. I remember seeing this Funk Flex tape at the family reunion.
6 minutes of funk.
It was the one with the car on it, and it had like a 95 on it.
Okay.
So I started DJing back in 95. I said, hey, I'm a DJ then. And I took the home studio equipment and I started making radio tapes. And I started mixing the order in on different tracks on albums. Like I started reordering albums the way I wanted. That's what I thought DJing was.
And that was just what you was doing for your own. You wasn't turning a profit with it yet.
Hell no. Hell no. At that point, I was just really reading the source, putting tracks together for my friends. My first time actually getting in the booth would have to be DJing wise, because I was an intern for Clear Channel. So shout out to Clear Channel. I was an intern for them back in the day. It's now called iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
So I started off with them in high school. After them, I was working at WXUT, where I had my own radio show, the Takeover Show. My name was DJ Joey Stacks.
Joey Stacks.
Yeah, DJ Joey Stacks, the Takeover Show.
Okay.
That was what'd you say?
I said on the ones and twos.
On the ones and twos, of course, man. So I started DJing. Shout out to my first time actually blending together and like actually blending two records together. Shout out to Big Lou the Mayor, was in his basement. He just got the core DJ award, Lifetime Achievement Award. So I've been DJing for a long time.
Okay.
You know.
But then you started doing mixtapes.
I started doing mixtapes back in high school for my friends and putting stuff together. First time I ever got paid for a gig was in college. What
type of party was that?
It was called Wild Out Wednesday. It was at a club in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I can't think of the name of it right now. It was at Four Horsemen Productions. So I put it together myself. I was a CEO.
All right, I'm gonna put you on the spot. What's the top 3 gigs, man? What's your top 3 gigs?
Man, I would say my top 3 gigs was hosting a comedy show at King of Diamonds. I DJ'd the Bonfire. That's one I DJ'd for.
Bonfire ATL?
Bonfire ATL. And being an intern for Deb. Anthony. Okay. That'll be my top.
Deb Anthony.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be my top 3 situations, I think, that I would say for me. Okay. If people ask me, like, what can I know you for? Okay, people know Deb, people know Bonfire, people know King of Diamonds.
Now let's stick there
South by
and
Southwest.
Talk about what you learned. What did you pick up from interning with Deb?
That you gotta kill what you eat. You gotta kill what you eat. That's what I definitely picked up over there. Eat what you kill. Eat what you kill.
Eat what you kill.
Eat what you kill. Yes.
And continue to look for food. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
In all places.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, what did you learn from the Bonfire ATL?
Technical skill. You got it. With being a headphone party, you got to be technically sound. You got to make sure that you are going hard, that you have your set is together. Because it's a humbling experience when you DJ in the Bonfire and you got like the red channel versus blue channel versus green channel. And you see everybody turn to a different color other than yours. So it really teach you technical skill. Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't never been to a silent party.
Yeah, it's definitely technical skills. Something I learned from the bonfire. You got to have your stuff together. You got to know what you're going with, and just going with the vibe.
And then comedy show, man. Your experience DJing for some comedians in the crowd. Why did that stand out?
That stood out to me because you learn to go with the flow. You learn to work with the audience. You learn to pull up people. You learn to work with the comedians. You learn to work with the flow. That's something that I say I learned from that situation.
Okay.
You got to deal with everybody. You know, Nudie was in the building. Working with different. Shout out to Nudie. Shout out to whole East Atlanta. Shout out to the ladies in there. You got to learn to work with the ladies. You got to make them happy. Shout out to artists. You got to make them happy. I definitely learned a lot from that situation. That's why I'm qualified to speak about the state of the hip hop.
All right, so you had an interesting way of labeling yourself, right?
Yes.
Not only are you a DJ, like I said, when I was saying that you had your ears and your mind and influence, I'm gonna just say, into the culture, is because not only is you playing the music, you are also a teacher.
Yes, I teach middle school social studies.
Currently?
Yes, currently. We're on break right now. So shout out to the county. We're on break right now. I'm also president of podcast at the school. Shout out to Pirate Productions. I'm putting together a podcast with them.
Okay, so that's a podcasting network for the students?
Yeah, so this is interesting. So what we do is we work with the kids and we teach them how to podcast about anything. So like say we want to podcast about the Super Bowl, right? There's a way that you can do it academically. You could talk about it from an economic sense. You could talk about it from a political science sense. You could talk about it from a scientist sense. So for example, if I want to talk about the economics of the Super Bowl, I want to talk about, okay, the Super Bowl brought in how many millions of dollars to the city of Los Angeles when they did it. Then we are talking about
what each commercial costs.
Then you want to talk about it from a geologist sense, right? You can talk about, okay, the Super Bowl, when they came together, they generated 7 tons, or 700 million tons. I'm just giving out numbers. I don't know numbers right now. But they generated X amount of tons of trash for the city. What do they do to manage that amount of tons of trash for the city? So teaching kids how to take anything and talk about it in a sense that's academic.
That's academic, so they could learn and so they could relate to more than just one culture, more than just one state of mind. I see where you're going with that.
Yeah, you can talk anything. You can talk anything. You can talk about anything. You can talk about as because I work with ELLs right now, which is English language learners. You talk about how many different languages they broadcast the Super Bowl in. You can do that for everything. You can talk about anything you want to talk about, and it can be in an academic sense.
With that program, what were the effects of watching the kids discourse or debate with podcasting? Like what positive effects or negative effects?
They learn how to write. I think the positive things is you learn how to write. You learn to look at a piece of information and then distill that down and put it into writing form. So we have them go ahead, take a topic sheet, then you have the topic, and then we have 4 different sections. And I assign each one of them a section. So you're talking about this from the geography sense. You're going to talk about this from the economic sense. You're going to talk about this from the political sense. You're going to talk about this from how they recognize any religions at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so, I take that to be kind of like the new debate class.
It's not
more modern.
It's more informational and debate. Kids do have interest in debate skills, though. I love when I put together lessons that had a good debate skill. I had kids go ahead and debate. Does this sound interesting? Talking about kids and debating different topics.
I mean, learning is always for me.
It's
early development.
Okay, so all right,
and the kids, man, like what are these kids taking from what we doing? Is more so what's interesting to me. Like we talk about a lot of stuff, and then we could talk about what Cardi, did with her such and such, or what Bun and B or YK Needs did with their group. But learning how to break down, for one, articulate themselves is very important in our youth. And I don't think that there are a lot of tools that are teaching them how to communicate effectively.
So one thing I did to help kids communicate effectively was I had them go ahead in class I had them be the English and I had to be the colonists. And there's you know about the Stamp Act, you know about the Proclamation 1763. There's England put together the Stamp Act and Proclamation 63. they had the French and Indian War, one where they had a whole bunch of debt defending the colonies. So I had one group of kids be the colonists, and then I had one group of kids be the English.
Critical thinking skills.
Critical thinking. And I was very impressed with my 7th period class. My 7th period class, I had a student there. I'll just say E. Way that they put it together, they spoke very well as an Englishman. They talked about how they're able to put themselves in the place of an Englishman and why they should be able to tax. Right?
Right. Yeah.
Which is the opposite counter where we're, as Americans, we're always taught to stick with the colonists.
Yeah.
Stick with the, but she also was able to put themselves in the place of the English.
Putting themselves in shoes other than themselves. And that's why I was saying, I mean, I just wanted to breeze by some of the positive things, some of the things that you do that makes a difference in the community, man. Because
Appreciate it.
These kids these days need critical thinking. I think that, especially coming from our culture, that a lot of people don't know how to control their emotions. They don't know how to control their rage, man.
Yeah,
that's real.
And so a small conversation that turns into a debate, that turns into an argument, without knowing how to deconstruct like the situation or de-escalate, the situation and think critically, they go straight to violent measures.
So I have a program where we talk about what ifs. We do SEL, social emotional learning. And I talk to kids about what ifs. So you start with the goal.
Right.
So the goal is I'm going to get good grades. That's a kid goal, right? A goal is I'm going to get good grades. What if I fail a test? What do I do then?
Right.
Well, I have to go ahead and talk to then kids be like, I don't know. They haven't even thought about what ifs.
Situational awareness.
Yeah, like pivoting. They haven't thought about situational awareness. Good job. That's a very good word. You know what I mean? I'll give you a ticket.
Star.
I'll give you a ticket so you can use it for the auction that we have. So I have an auction every 2 weeks for doing things like class participation. Like you get 3 tickets a day. You get a ticket just for sitting down and having a pencil. Like I tell them have 4 pencils. So you get ticket, but anyway, that'd be situational awareness. But I would like you to raise your hand though. I mean, but we not in class right now.
Now, how deep does this experiment go? Have you had kids out there trading tickets in class for sandwiches and stuff? Did it get that deep?
No, I got the Romeos. Shout out to the Romeos out there. They want to get tickets. They don't even have my class.
Wow.
But they want to get tickets for my class to get to that little girl they like in my class. I got you. Here you go. I got you some tickets that you can use at the auction later on. So I definitely had those situations work with the kids, man.
Oh man.
Teaching them situational awareness, critical thinking, again, learning how to break down topics into educational points, man. And I think that it's commendable. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Of course, we could talk about what that Metro Boomin, you know what I'm saying, sound like, or what's going on with YK Niece. I do want to know how you feel about what is an underrated artist to you? Like, can you give me an example of somebody you think that's underrated?
As a DJ, underrated artist to me is somebody that doesn't get the respect for their uniqueness. Like you have to look at their uniqueness, their star quality. I would have to look at their mic control. I would look at how well the others that they put on.
Catalog?
Then also their catalog body of
or
work.
lack thereof.
So or lack thereof. So I would think somebody that stuck out to me recently, you talk about that Metro Boomin, that really stood out, Rocco. Rocco got catalog. Rocco done put people on. Rocco got a unique style.
Yeah.
Rocco so he fits all those.
Is he underrated though?
Rocco,
He underrated.
I would
call him underrated.
To me is.
Okay.
Because if you top 25 best rappers from ATL, he gonna make the list, but he ain't gonna be up there like he should be.
He ain't nobody. Okay. Yeah, he's somebody that when he pops out and he does like he killed to make it make sense.
Make sense.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs on the whole project. But Marco's somebody like that comes out and they just kill it. Sean P, Youngbloods.
Oh,
killed
well,
it.
But now I like the way you broke down
like
what you consider underrated. That was great. But could you give me someone that maybe we haven't heard of, or maybe somebody that you know of but the world may not know.
Man, Schoolie. I'll say Schoolie. Everybody knows Schoolie.
You know what? And that's so crazy because I just seen they were announcing the homecoming concert list for I think it was
CAU?
Clark Atlanta. And when Schoolie popped up on the screen as an option, it was what? Who? What? I was like, I thought that was a little bit weird though, because how hard Loose Screws is going in the streets.
How much he tours
on
down
the
here?
school campuses too. At that, Loose Screws is getting played by a lot of people. So it's like for them to not at least know from that recent activity. That's where I feel like, okay, I agree with him. He's underrated.
Do you want me to give somebody else that's a little bit more off the beaten path? Sauce Walker? Does that all right? I mean, do you want me to go
As a-
BFP
I- like-
Pac-Man? I'll pick Pac-Man over
Pac-Man?
Let's
Pac-Man,
talk,
okay.
Let's talk some DJ
He
stuff,
hard.
man.
Okay, somebody I play
Somebody you
Pac-Man.
playing that I may not be too familiar with, but you play their music. You know what I'm saying more than
Oh,
occasion.
you know I got some.
I was playing CEO Trill. I like that.
There we go. Let's
I
do
like
it.
CEO Trill. He got that.
CEO Trill.
Yeah, Trey Lee. TRAYLE. He got the song Drake verse. I listen to that like crazy.
Where he
That's
from?
my playlist. I don't even know where he's from, but he just like in my playlist, listen to him constantly. Like, let me go through we just go through what I'm listening to.
Pull out two more again that we haven't heard of. I like that CEO.
It's the song is CEO. It's CEO Trey Lee. I think he got a song with DJ Drama. Let me
It's
pull it
a
up.
Drake verse.
Yeah, it's called Drake
I
verse.
don't know about
That's
the
hard.
title of your song, but I'm gonna check you
Go
out.
to haters.
What about you?
CEO Trey. That's how you spell it right there. I don't know how to spell it.
Okay. What about you, DJ?
All my
Deceptacon?
artists underrated. That's what I feel.
Just
Rose
go ahead and
Nadi,
shout them out.
YK, you know what I'm saying, my boy YG Cash, Julio the Don, Charlie Global, all of them underrated.
And I'm gonna go ahead and say
Only Heaven, underrated.
I'm gonna say Only Heaven the GOAT, man. I don't know if she underrated. She just
She underrated, bro. She underrated because she ain't on. To me, I think she already on the Mount Rushmore for Louisiana as far as bounce music go. She already up there. She got respect from every other legend that's on the list that you would have on there. She got respect for them already.
What about Level from Baton Rouge? I'm just looking through my phone right now.
Level.
He underrated. He did a whole bunch of production.
Oh, okay.
I bet you
Okay,
won't.
he's
Level. He go hard. I'm just looking through my phone right now. Let me think.
Sledge then. All right, Sledge. Him too.
It's a whole bunch of people. You know what underrated I thought about the other day that we killed and that we listened to in Ohio all the time? Tyga. When I first started
was
DJing,
underrated.
Tyga was. Yes.
Luda, if that's the case, Luda underrated.
See, but
in my
see
opinion.
now y'all when we
that
start
makes
talking
sense.
about Hall of Famers and people who
but he not. But
he
people don't
he
ever
just
say.
do.
Yeah, they don't.
Big Boy either. They don't give neither one of them. They just do for real.
now if you would have said Doughboy, we was talking Ohio, we was talking about Doughboy,
Okay.
I could accept that.
It's a little bit older.
too south. I went too south.
I'm thinking 2013 Tyga, 2011 Tyga. Tyga was a man in Ohio. 2011. What?
So what do you consider streets versus the industry? When you
Streets
have your,
versus industry.
You have your showcases, or is that just
That's a brand. That's a brand that
Okay.
I got brought onto as a host.
okay?
What I consider streets versus industry. Streets versus industry to me is whenever you have the industry, the people that are getting pushed out there with the big marketing budgets, that's the industry. But then the streets are the people that can go out and they can sell 1,000. They can sell a club night packet with 1,000 people.
Who?
That's the streets.
Ooh, that's tough.
What?
You got people that got
Ain't
people that
nobody
got
doing that
platinum
no more.
records
Many
that can't
people
bring out
doing that.
1,000
Yeah,
people.
they ain't doing that no more.
That's the streets versus industry right there.
But I understand the concept of streets versus. I didn't understand it until you broke it down because the lines could be blurred these days.
Yeah.
The lines could be blurred. Like for some folks, streets versus the industry is like saying independent versus the majors. But can you really consider some of these social media TikTok rappers street? See what I mean?
Well, no, I mean that I wouldn't put that label on them just because they are TikTok. Because you're gonna start thinking
Two different examples, two different definitions of street. That's what that was. In my
Okay.
opinion, because you got street as in gangster, then you got street as in
We
music.
on the street hand in hand. We on, know what I'm saying? We on the street without, as he said, major backing, without funding. So that's what.
Okay, yeah, we just sticking to that. Okay, cool. I mean, so they can be TikTok or Instagram rappers then if that's the case.
Cause I got like Big YBA. He had artists out of the Carolinas, I believe. I was looking at his shows. His shows going crazy. You look at his monthly listeners on Spotify. He killing people. He killing some people that are big industry acts that are say associated with some of these labels down here in Atlanta. Just because he's not from Atlanta, but he got more monthly listeners than these dudes. His shows is going crazy than these dudes, but he's necessarily not getting the same industry love. Like Big YBA is not going to be somebody that is going to come up on the radar for a birthday bash, for example. But he got way more fans than the people that's on the birthday bash. That's streets versus industry to me.
Well, I mean, birthday bash is really supposed to be for Atlanta, though. I thought.
Okay, well, give me another one. Give me something else.
Yeah, you think about, I mean, I guess like a wider festival, something like
Coachella, South by Southwest,
or A3C. A3C would be good
A3C.
Here.
Yeah,
like A3C stage.
Big, he not getting no love on any. I'm not sure. I shout out to Big YBA. I'm not sure, but last time I checked, he wasn't getting the festival looks. He wasn't getting the necessarily booked. He's getting booked. I won't even say that.
Let me ask you a question. As DJs, how are y'all discovering new music?
Tidal.
I'm big into Tidal. Friends, too.
So when on Tidal, you are just going from a playlist, or you going from the cover art? Or are you liking the name?
Nah. Well, I mean, okay. So when I'm on Tidal, I do two things. The first thing that I do is I go to the new suggested tracks or whatnot, right? New release tracks, new suggested tracks. So, I do both. I do go to the new releases that I seen, like stuff that dropped within the past month and up to that day, and then the new recommended things for me to check out, which is based off of what I've been playing in the club. You know what I'm saying? Because if I do majority of my,
and you'll take a chance off of a recommended list. You'll just take a chance.
That's how I linked up with Heaven. That's how I met Big X the Plug. And his manager, me and his manager, are real cool. Shout out to Brandon. But yeah, that's how those type of connections happen.
When are you doing this? When and where are you doing this?
It's so random.
Because you don't really listen to music in the car.
I don't. I really don't listen to music.
Me neither. I listen to podcasts in the car mostly myself too.
And so you don't listen to because this is stuff that people don't know about DJs.
But sometimes
it'll be iPhone and Gym. The Gym will be the other place.
Sometimes I like to listen to I shout out DJ Ferris. He got his Mixcloud is dope. So if I hear somebody on DJ Ferris Mixcloud, what's that artist that just rest in peace? He just had a tragic loss to Chicago. It's a song it'll come to me right now. Yeah, Chicago. She a girl. She a girl. Of course she a girl. But I heard DJ Ferris. He had a song that was going hard.
Mellow Bucks.
That's how I caught her off the playlist. You know what I listen to too?
So how do you discover?
Shazam as well. Like if I see something and I'm listening to the club, I'll Shazam it. Okay. Do people know how to get it's very easy to get your music on Shazam. Yeah. Put it out.
Yeah.
Put it out. A lot of times people
Shazam's on everybody's distribution.
So you discovering music by going out and listening to other folks play,
Yeah, if I go out and I see somebody, like I got 112 songs and I got a new phone right now. I got 112 songs in my my Shazam, just for me Shazamming, just hearing different things.
Are y'all checking y'all emails?
Yeah. Shout out to ATL Top 20. I get stuff from them. Whenever I get a playlist from ATL Top 20, I go ahead and listen to it.
Troy Marshall.
But emails, you check emails.
Troy Marshall's it's Fire Marshall email.
So if you can tell somebody, Big Show, how
and Coalition
and artists out there.
Of course, Coalition DJs, they send an email blast. I get that. Nerve DJs.
How should they approach you?
What's Fleet? I still get a lot of theirs too.
D-Rock. I mean, there's a lot of people. Man, my email list is going crazy.
Yeah,
I didn't think y'all still be checking our email.
Yeah, I got email that's 15 years old.
It's a shot in the dark, though. I mean, for me, it's a shot in the dark. If you send an email, it's gonna have to be something that stands out, and it's got to be the right moment. That doesn't mean don't do them. That doesn't mean don't blast them. It's just you're gonna catch a handful of people one time, handful of different people the second time. You know what I mean? Just depending on how much they depend on that list. You know what I mean? So even with Spotlight, Spotlight stuff started popping up on my suggested based off of what I'm playing in the club. So now whenever they drop a record, it comes out in that new releases segment. Them, Heaven, Naughty, all of the people who I, you know what I'm saying, play in the club, they start showing up in my title as a suggested for you type joint without me even following their account. I've seen that too. It's like I don't have to be followed on there. But then of course I do after that. But you know.
I noticed on my title that when I did a birthday bash mix, and I decided I wanted to go heavy gorilla, heavy girl artist, heavy Pluto, heavy YK Niece, Bunna B, and then I started getting other suggestions for other artists. That became like my main mix.
Oh, request in the club. That's a real big one for me.
How you discover it?
So
y'all take risks.
I do.
Yeah, I'm a DJ. I do a lot. I do most of my 90% of what I do right now is on the internet. I'm getting back into clubs, but 90% I got 3 radio shows, so I'm getting a lot of radio music right now. So I may get requests here and there, but I'm not in the clubs like that, like getting crazy internet.
Because I was gonna talk about that too. The internet, right?
Yeah.
How the internet changed. For one, how we discover. For two, how an artist should approach a DJ. But 3, the internet is majorly changing how artists present themselves.
Yeah.
Virtual showcases, or what they call them, just rate my music type of platforms.
Yeah.
Would you feel that wave is effective for the artist and the DJ relationship, or is it just about the fans and the people watching the stream?
So I do on Streets versus Industry. We do a music. We just started up, kicked it off again. He said been down for a minute. That, as far as getting people on my mix, I'll be honest, I haven't added nobody for my mix from there just yet. If you want to work with a internet DJ, it's the good old fashioned viral moments. Go online, being in the blogs, being on TikTok, having a dope music video, being on Twitter, being in the comments section. I didn't caught music that way. I ain't caught music going on YouTube because I'm on YouTube all the time. I ain't caught something just like seeing it here and there. Like somebody did I remember I caught Tyler. He paid for an ad. He had Post Malone on there. I listened to that, like just straight up internet marketing. As an internet DJ, a lot of times I catch it with going through the email blast. Invite me out. I'm an internet DJ. So invite me out if you got something going on and it's going hard. Like I check it out. Now, it's the hard part, which I'm still trying to understand is, and artists need to understand is, how do you follow up? Because if you invite me out and you just give me the flash drive, that shouldn't be the end of our relationship. I don't feel like.
Let's talk. Yeah, that's it.
I think you gotta put something out. So like, oh, I know them. I saw them. They invited me out to their event. Now their music video is going crazy. Something like that. Or something where it strikes me and I'm gonna put it into my playlist. Like okay. I really get inspired by I really get inspired just to sit down and listen to projects too. I go through my title. Like I just went through that Bryson Tiller. And I sat down, I was gonna go ahead and listen to like 5 albums, Deceptacon. Like I was gonna say it. Just give me 5 albums I'm gonna listen to, and I'm gonna pick the best tracks I listen to, but I got to one. Because that Bryson Tiller was hard.
I gotta check it out. The last album, I feel like full album I just really took a chance on and just hit the lottery was I can't say took a chance on because I already liked Don Toliver from when he came out. Yeah, but his album, the one, it was not the recent one. It was like maybe 2 albums ago. It was like No Love. Is that the name of it, bro?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Shout out to Don Toliver.
He released it as a deluxe, but like I just randomly was like, oh, Don Toliver dropped the album. It's a deluxe already? I was like, damn, I missed the original one. And I went and looked, and I was like, oh, it's got it was like 2 songs on there that was like popularly trending, but it was like more on the pop side of things. It wasn't.
Cheddar Connect. I listen to Cheddar Connect too.
Yeah, that's who introduced me to Don Toliver.
Yeah, that's shout out to Cheddar Connect. I know he put the situation between Don Toliver.
I want to share some new news. Since we was talking about Tidal and discovering music, there's a new program that Tidal is doing that I just read about it today. They're paying independent artists $100 a day for being placed on playlists. But you have to. Tidal is now doing straight distribution, so you could upload your. You could do it like they got the upload button.
Yeah,
and you can just upload, original music, and they are taking it, breaking down the genres and putting it into different playlists. And now they're going to start paying the artist straight up for every playlist that they get selected on.
Nice.
This is just something that's just brand new, so it's still in development. But I think that a lot of people in the industry, especially I'm saying, black folks, we don't big up Tidal the way we should.
no, the DJs. The DJs, if you talk to a DJ,
Definitely.
most of
DJs
the
like Tidal.
DJs love Tidal. DJs,
First of all, I love Tidal. Tidal's not black owned anymore.
That's
so
a problem.
That I don't feel obligated anymore to.
Yeah,
It don't
just support
it don't necessarily
Tidal.
has to still be black owned. It's just when we have so many conversations about how bad Spotify is, and like there ain't many people that are giving, well, what about this? That's just ushering the influence. Whenever you see artists at the end of the year, it's coming up, they're going to be promoting the hell out of Spotify, you know what I'm saying, every year, but they talk about how bad it is.
I mean, it's the same thing with labels and label deals, how bad labels are. Ooh, spooky labels. And I get it, but if a label's like, oh, we're having a listening session, everybody going to be there. Why?
Facts.
Because of greed. Honestly, Spotify wouldn't exist if it wasn't for greed. Let's be honest.
and labels labels still move a lot of the industry. If you, like I said, if you want to invite me out and you want to pay for me to go to, I don't know, a football game or whatever, like the typical industry event to be what, a kickback at a studio with some drinks and some chicken, and the artist doing their song and just checking it out.
I like them.
I do. I enjoy me some free chicken and alcohol.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
Responsibly.
enjoy the artists too. It made me want to keep up with them a little
Feed-
bit. I
yeah.
ain't gonna lie. I guess it
Feed
just all
your
depends
DJ.
on which
Yes.
on which way is which. You know what I'm saying?
like
Which
that.
person likes what they like. But when I get invited out to them, I keep up with all the artists that invite me out to the listening sessions.
You know what? I don't like when. Well, I won't say what I don't like. No, I like when I go to an artist and they have a good feature. Like if they got a good feature, that's something that helps me stand out into their email. Oh yeah, that's so. I do manage artists as well. You know what I mean? Shout out to Big Show Management. I'm looking for artists to manage.
Okay.
So anything that you're looking to get exposure on, hit me up. Linktree, Heartland Hip Hop.
So Heartland Hip Hop is
Yes, sir.
deriving into a label.
Heartland Hip Hop is a brand.
Okay.
Heartland Hip Hop's a brand that I started in Columbus, Ohio, right before I moved to Atlanta in 2011. Me and my partner Robert Pasker, we had a radio show on WAIR radio, and then we just go ahead and I kept it going. It's evolved into doing shows. It's evolved into I've done DJ with it, put out shirts. I mean, Heartland Hip Hop is my baby. I've been working on Heartland Hip Hop for a while, so everything that you see now is Heartland Hip Hop presents. It's Heartland Hip Hop on everything that I have.
Let's talk about. Let me get your take on why DJs. What's stopping DJs from linking up? And
You know what? Me and my homie was just talking about that. DJs nowadays, they don't throw you a bone. Like I was thinking in my hand right now, right? I've been around certain DJs. The first time I hung out with them, second time I hung out with him, he introduced me to the club owner, right? I ain't hung out with DJs. Some DJs I come support 10 times, 20 times, a whole summer. They ain't introduced me to no club owners. They ain't never really put yourself in the position. Just as something as simple as, yo, this is a good DJ. I think he's talented. Let's put him on. What's stopping him? I believe that a lot of them want that extra bread. They scared they're gonna lose their spot.
I think it's good. It's a good thing. First 2 clubs that I got in Atlanta, I took from another DJ. You know what I'm saying? It was more battle style, but it is what it is. You feel me? But that's how they do it in Europe. You know
Battle style.
In Europe, they battle for it. So like, it would be cool if it was actually like you got to battle for these jobs in Atlanta. I think it'll be a lot better for the culture and for the fan bases if you just do that. You know, and that keeps DJs on their toes because just like every other DJ, you have your lazy nights. Yeah, you have your nights where it's just like something. You aren't on point that day. Something's going on with you that day. And so everything's kind of out of whack for you. You don't play a whack set, but you're not at your best.
Right.
You feel me? And that might be the night. Battle. You know what I'm saying? Might be. Right. So you can't have those nights no more. It keeps you on your ish. And I think every DJ should take up a mentee. Yeah. So like that's what I would consider. But I don't think that should be everybody though. Like I have like 2 or 3 DJs that I know of for a fact. They're like, hey man, you know, I'm just starting out DJing. I just moved here, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? You think I could open up for you sometimes or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, cool. You know what I'm saying? I had them come in, they'll open up for the first hour. I'll listen to them, see what they sound like. Okay, cool. You actually all right. If bruh straight, you open to suggestion? All right, cool. Do this, and this. And then the next time they DJ, I'm going to see what they implemented with it. And if they did that, I'm like, okay, they listen too. All right, yeah, man, like I could actually put them on a gig or 2. Okay. Because that's the thing with me is I don't risk my face for a lot of DJs. And they done screwed me over. Some of them intentionally, some of them not intentionally.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Some of them just didn't, no call, no shows. Oh, man. Oh, that just, that just tears it with me, brother. I ain't going to lie. That tears it with me every time. Like a no call, no show.
Yeah. No, I feel you. That definitely put it in perspective.
How deep is Heartland hip hop DJs?
1.
What, so
just me right. Yeah, it's me right now. Okay. Shout out to my line brother. I was gonna put my line brother.
But you also are looking.
He said nah
so
right now.
When you were looking for artists, and are you also looking to partner with DJs in that way?
It gotta make sense. Cause I don't want to add a whole bunch of people to the clique, bro. I want to add my line brother because I've been knowing him for 15 plus years. You know, I don't really want to add because I ain't had so many different people in there that I don't want to. I really just don't want to add nobody else to the clique.
If like it's only the valuable, only the best, it'll stay pure. When it starts going into that old muddied waters, like they really don't DJs, but they only DJ on the weekends, and when they do DJ on the weekends, it's out of their bedroom only. You be like,
I think with Big Show, from my opinion, it's the way that you brand and the way that you market. It might, I don't think that everyone matches up to the way that you brand. You got your merch, you got, the cards, just the way that you move around. You understand marketing I'm saying modern marketing as a DJ, and a lot of DJs don't. So maybe attaching themselves to your brand and they're not as good as marketing, maybe that would be, a bit of a detriment for your brand.
Not for my brand, for their brand, right? they the one not with it.
Well, I mean, but you could pick some people up and teach them.
Nah, I'm tired of teaching folks. Right? I'm tired of teaching folks.
See?
Like I had a home, like bro, I'm straight on that. I'm straight on teaching people. I teach kids. You know what I'm saying?
Kids.
I really not. I'll mold some youth. I would take a young DJ definitely, and somebody that I can mold up that's really hungry. Yeah, that's where it's looking at. Like I got an eye on maybe one young DJ right now, maybe 2 that I really think would be hard. Like I ain't seen them DJing. They like freshmen out college right now, and they don't even know that they probably don't even know that I'm looking at their DJ style right now. But I see a couple of them do their thing on Instagram and they hard.
Okay.
But did you want to go back to? I think it was an interesting question about the economics versus the ethics of it all.
So when it comes to DJing,
music, or
DJing. So the economics and the ethics, because if you have somebody that does a no call, no show, that's ethically wrong.
Correct.
Then if you got somebody that comes into there and they will take they will
take $125 for 4 hours.
That might be ethically wrong. There's no base pay. There's no base pay for it.
I don't agree.
the bass having a floor.
Nope, I don't agree.
No floor for DJing from DJ Deceptacon. Let me see.
I don't think it should be a floor.
No floor?
No floor.
Let me pull this up. I have my
Depending
little,
on-
First time you DJ, what'd you get paid?
nothing.
Okay. First time I DJ, what did I get paid?
How much?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah,
So how can there be a floor?
that's
If
true.
nothing is the floor. Because any DJ starting out, the first advice I'm gonna give them is go DJ for people.
True.
So that's the floor. 0. It can't be a base pay. That is an excuse for DJs to be lazy.
Yeah, I love what he does the figure thing.
Sorry.
No, talk about it. Do you mean
No, I
that-
love
I'm just saying, but yeah, that's an excuse for DJs to be lazy.
okay? Do you think that if a club now also when I got paid for it, let's talk about this situation. It was in my homie Jay's garage.
Okay.
That was the first time I DJ'd.
And got paid.
No,
Oh, the first time you DJ. Okay,
yeah, first time I got
get that.
DJ'd.
Apartment party for me.
Apartment party.
Yeah.
Now, that's different than DJing where they have $200, $300 bottles.
Is it?
There's a lot of money.
If somebody
The
came to you-
economics are
I'm
different.
gonna be honest with you. If somebody came to you right now and said, "Hey, man, I got an opportunity for you to DJ at Club Space in Italy, right? We'll take
Yeah.
care of your flight and your hotel."
That's different.
How is it different?
'Cause they're
Hold on,
paying-
wait. I didn't tell you the whole thing. We'll take care of the flight and the hotel to get you there, but it's just an open slot. It's just for you to DJ and perform.
You know
You
what?
turning it down or you going?
I've turned down that gig before and I regret it. I regret it. But that's look at the two different scenarios. They're paying for my travel. They're paying for my lodging.
Okay.
There's an investment in
Let
there.
me be better. Let me do a better one. Let's do
Yeah.
one. Let's do one here.
Do one here
Let's do one here.
and make it make sense. Like shout out to Rocco. Make it
Yeah,
make
make it
sense.
sense.
Birthday bash. You have a chance to DJ a set at
Ooh.
birthday bash.
Oh,
We're not paying for shit though.
We ain't not- we ain't-
You could walk there for all we care.
I ain't doing it.
But you're not doing it? Are you
No.
wild? Are you out? Are you mental right now? Are you serious? As a DJ, you're not doing it?
No.
DJ for
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Oh, well, you must been DJing for 15 years and you just got banked.
No.
Is that what you saying?
The way I
There ain't
see
no
it,
way in
the
hell.
way I see it, I
Okay.
can't respect
Let's
I
switch
hear
it.
you.
Let's
I can't
Nah,
respect
listen,
it because the
just
budget's
change
too
it
big.
very slightly and see.
got my
I
attention.
guarantee you your answer should change based off of this.
Go ahead.
Change it from DJ to artist. Now what?
Oh,
Same exact scenario.
same exact scenario.
The artist is
How?
forefront. DJ is not.
How?
You get all your drops.
DJ is in the DJ booth. The artist is on the stage.
Tomorrowland are the attraction. DJs
That's
at these
Tomorrowland.
festivals.
We're talking. You said birthday bash.
Birthday
We're
bash.
just
Know
talking
what I'm
about
saying?
positions in entertainment.
At birthday bash.
At birthday bash,
it-
the DJs matter.
It don't.
It does. The DJs matter at birthday bash. What you mean?
I've never heard anybody talk about the DJ after the birthday bash.
I never been
Usually
to a
it's
birthday
the
bash, but I
radio
know they
station's
matter.
DJs. They're already talked about in the beginning when the promo is going
I've
out.
never heard anybody talk about the DJ set at a birthday bash or damn near any radio affiliated event, especially the fact that
No, okay.
the radios
That's-
they're
DJ
on the
Funk Flex
pedestal.
had a bad. Funk Flex had a bad. Shout out to Funk Flex, legendary. One of the first people I ever heard DJ, but he had a bad set this year at Summer Jam, and I heard that
Because they
You-
talk about it when it's bad.
They talk about when it's bad for sure. So
For sure.
it
But
matters.
That's what I'm
Now
saying.
if
matters.
now if I
when
want
the artists are bad, they talk about it.
yeah. So
I've just
And if the artist ain't really known, they're not even really mentioned. They could have performed there, but not be mentioned in the aftermath. But that's not what I'm talking about. Birthday Bash has thousands of people at it. And you're telling me it doesn't matter what you're selling. You don't want your shit exposed to thousands of people
See-
on the main stage
see that-
for free?
the
no, but see,
economics
this is the
change
difference.
now.
But this is the difference.
Economics change.
The
Deceptacon.
DJ is playing somebody else's product, and the artist is performing.
Now
theirs.
I think what the economics that change right there is not the product, it's the market. It's the fact that putting your billboard in Macy's versus putting it in the Georgia Dome, right? More people are going to see who you are. It changes, but that changes the economics of it all. Putting your billboard in my scenario, the Macy's is a club that has 1,000 people in there. DJing for free there doesn't make nearly as much sense as DJing for
Falcon
1,000 people is a lot of people.
There's a lot of people. Bro, okay.
all right, I
let me be more. Let me
200.
So let me put it in the way that your response makes sense. if birthday bash, if they said DJ Deceptacon, would you like the DJ birthday bash? And I'm like, okay, how long you need me for? Oh, we just want you to do a 1 hour set. Okay, cool. What's the pay? Oh, we're not paying for this, right? I'm gonna contemplate it for a second because I'm just kind of like, I don't know about that. You feel me? Like being honest, I'm gonna really take a sit and be like, I don't know about that. Then I'm gonna ask them the time and shit. Like, what time is that set gonna be? Is it gonna be exactly at that time? You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm looking at what else am I gonna do that night? The DJ and make some money because this is cool and all, but okay, cool. But that's 15 plus years in the game, and I don't need the. You know what I'm saying? I don't technically need the money. It's just the principle of it and type deal. I get that
because I DJ. Shout out to Sweet Auburn Fest. I DJed for their 60,000 people. I didn't get paid nothing, and I would not go back.
60,000 though.
Just to stop us
I
from
wouldn't
going
go back, though,
back and forth. I got your point.
Now, did you expect to get paid and didn't get paid?
No, they told me ahead of time.
No pay.
No pay.
But how long did they have you out there though?
I was out there sweating, bro.
For how long?
Hours.
See that's where the funky comes in at.
Yeah.
It's because like I'm not gonna be out there outside in the hot for hours without getting paid.
I'm gonna just ask you,
depending on the amount of people. But if I'm a new DJ, I don't give a fuck. And if and honestly, if it's a new DJ telling me about this shit, I'll be like, you don't shut the fuck up and go DJ. That's gonna be my answer to him. Like, bro, you ain't been nowhere and did shit. So why wouldn't you take that opportunity? Yes, you need to do that.
Hey, I'm just gonna ask y'all this just to settle the conversation because I take both points. What is more important, DJ ethics or what you were saying? The
economics. Now, I think it's messed up that looking back at it, and I see how much money the vendors paid. They paid. I look back, I didn't understand the whole picture of the economics of how Sweet Auburn Fest worked. Mm-hmm. If they are paying, and Sweet Auburn Fest, you can come over here and defend it, but if you got vendors that are paying $450 a slot for 3 days, and you can't pay the DJ nothing to DJ for hours, even though it's 60,000 people, make it make sense. The economics don't make sense for me for as far as ethically, how could you do? I know it's like being cheap though at a certain point. Right?
I mean, if they offer it and it's taken.
So what's more important to you?
I don't think it's unethical if it's offered and it's taken. I think it's unethical if they say come do it and depending on how it goes, we're gonna pay you, and then you come and DJ for hours and they don't give you nothing. That's unethical. I'm not saying that's what happened.
Should DJs
they're behind it? They say okay, you can pay if you get people to. You get paid if people come spin, people come pay to get their song played, people come and they book slots through you.
Yeah,
you can book that, but that's but then they make it hard.
I've taken those and made money.
As the community,
I've taken those and lost money.
As the community,
that's a risk on me though.
Should DJs work on being better ethical, or should y'all work on together changing the economic status or
ethics
or
don't pay the bills, brother. You gotta get some money. Economics pay the bills. So at the end of the day, that's
so DJs should band together and change the floor. Maybe
it just gotta make sense economically. I think
I think it's free market shit. I don't think it's possible to be controlling. Even if you did a union or whatever and said DJs have to charge this, which is the only thing I could think of. There's gonna be people who aren't gonna be a part of that union unless you make it like a federal workers union. You know what I'm saying? That to where literally you can't go around them, then that's different. But as long as somebody can literally go to Guitar Center, buy a little setup, log in the title.
That's when y'all pull up.
Go to title playlist and figure it out from there. And after a couple of weeks of really hard grinding in their basement, figure out how to DJ just good enough to do a party. And they want to come and do that party for $100 and you charge $5 and they get it.
That's when you pull up and you cut their Wi-Fi. We ain't playing that shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm just bullshit.
I feel like that's that scariness. You feel me? That's like the NFL. If like, bro, the chances of you making it to the NFL are slim to none. As a person, it just is.
I think
it's one in what?
I think that
a couple million.
I think that changes.
I think they had that.
What
change? What are you talking about?
I think that those statistics aren't the same as they used to be.
Oh hell!
What do you mean?
It's even worse. With more
It probably
people,
works. It's more people on this earth. There's more people in the United States. There's more athletes there's
I
more
understand
parents
what
who
you're
were
saying.
athletes who know what to do.
Especially
To get
Instagram.
then you have then you got Instagram, Vine, and all this other
Everybody's
stuff.
superstar.
Everybody has their own highlight reel now. They didn't have that before. It's way more difficult now to get chosen out of
I
the
don't
crowd.
think so.
I think it's way more difficult.
I'm gonna just give my example, right?
All right.
When you have people like the McCaffreys that have both their sons in the NFL, when you have both the Curry sons in the
do you want
in
me
the
to talk
NBA,
about?
Okay.
Do you want to talk about
What's
that?
wrong with that?
Do you want to talk about this? And now
Their parents were generational athletes.
And then also, you got to
What?
think about. I was listening to TikTok talk about Yale and Harvard and Oxford and what percentage of people from there come from the top 1%. It's because they're getting invested in.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are Steph Curry's son, you're going to get more money spent on you to train you than. I mean, I'm having my boy. I wish I could spend as much money on my son as McCaffrey got spent on his son.
Yeah.
McCaffrey, I understand. I heard stories about how he had nutritionists and was getting IVs in high school. I mean, I got teacher salary, boy. Yeah, I'm not sure about
Goddamn,
that.
Shedeur Sanders has Tom Brady as a fucking mechanics
I
coach,
understand
bro.
that. I understand that.
He getting flown out to Miami.
His odds.
I just gave y'all.
Statistically
I just
changed. Yeah, it
gave
just
y'all
changes.
examples. I just gave y'all examples to back up my opinion. That's
But
all.
that talks about meritocracy always favors the rich.
Yeah.
The meritocracy
but
favors
it's
the
not
rich.
necessarily just the rich. It is the people who made that decision. You know what I'm saying? The Ball brother, you know what I'm saying? Lonzo Ball getting all of his son. Like, I'm just saying that it's just different now. Like, at one point it was like, oh man, it's a far-fetched idea. But with nepotism, with technology, and with, again, people that decide at an early age, I'm saying, gonna set this bar for my kid, I think that those percentages change.
The number of positions available to be hired to play for the NBA or NFL, when that changes, the statistic changes. Other than that, it's still a matter of slots. If you have every NFL player's child, which are various ages, when they get to a certain point, even if it was the NFL was full of just offspring of other major NFL players, we've shown from genetics that genetics matter. An athlete's child has similar genetic build to their parents. If you have two athletic parents, or even like two chess grandmasters who have a kid, their child being trained by two chess grandmasters is going to have a statistical better advantage. Always. Now, these parents are doing something, these NFL and NBA parents are doing something that wasn't done before also, because a lot of people are like, I don't want my child to risk their health and their body and injuries and all this stuff I'm dealing with at 40. I don't want my child to deal with. So while they're in high school, I'm pushing education, business, because they don't have to risk their body and health in order to do. That was the call then. So this could have been happening.
Yeah,
but it just didn't. Jordan's son was primed to play.
Yeah, he got
it ain't everybody.
scholarship, but
It ain't everybody. I understand that there's still a fat chance.
That's called negligent.
But
that's what that statistic.
I would say this:
negligent.
if you talk about DJing and you talk about having a little bit of paper, you talk about you got the Deceptacon example. Somebody wants to DJ and they got $100. You got some DJs that probably. Now think about it. We're talking about people that getting primetime slots. People that can afford to take a gig for $150 will get those if they have the money backing them and they don't need to feed themselves. They're right,
or they just
off of
broke
it.
enough, bro. That's
When
I
they
moved
rich
to
enough.
Atlanta, bro. When
Yeah.
I moved to Atlanta, I had probably like a stack in my pocket. I had been back and forth to Atlanta quite a few times and built up business. I knew I was going to make money once I got here.
All right, do you think it's more people that in the game that's getting there because they broke enough or because they had enough paper stacked up where they can just stay in their mama's basement, take these $100 gigs, get into a position, right? You talked about get into a position at a spot. Let's say it's like you said, they can afford to go out and buy. Instead of getting the lower end equipment, they get all pro grade equipment. They can go ahead. They can get the big MacBook, and they can go ahead and they can be in the club. They can pay for marketing. They can pay for marketing. They can set their own venues, right? That is an advantage to them. Yeah. Do you think that's an advantage to them?
If they can start off with that.
They're starting off with that.
Would that be an advantage to them? So they starting off DJing and they're just giving all the best equipment off rip.
They get off rip. They daddy got a spot and they got a studio already that they daddy own that he don't even use. He just said, son, here goes.
Okay.
Here go all my equipment. Here go all my spot.
Yep.
You can just DJ out of here.
I know they have an advantage because I have examples of that. So like my boy DJ Slim B, his dad was a great DJ and kept all of his equipment and then bought new equipment as the years went on. So where Slim B, he can automatically charge a little bit more because he has the sound equipment to come with it. And I think that's great.
I think it's great too.
I think that's a great thing. I don't think that hinders the kid from O Block though from wanting to be a DJ and going after it. Because the kid from O Block, all he got to do is just find a friend that's a DJ, or here's something that I did. Just go to Guitar Center and play on their shit.
Yeah.
Practice on their shit.
Does it?
And you don't need a laptop. They have all that there. You can literally just play songs.
I don't like the word hindered because that's not what I would say. That's not what I was saying. I'm talking about
saying
advantages.
It definitely would advantage that person for sure. You're absolutely right. What I'm saying is that I've seen the grind up. I've done the grind up. I've worked at AT&T to pay for DJ equipment. I worked as a lifeguard to pay for DJ equipment.
Right.
So it's like I don't see the have-nots aspect of it. It's kind of like a little bit for me because I'm like, you could just go work. Get the shit that you now, mind you got to choose at an age what you want to do.
Right.
If you're 35 and you decide you want to start DJing right now, might be a little difficult for you, bro, because you might have a kid. You might. I know you got responsibilities, but you might have a kid.
Fuck that! I'm 45. I'm gonna start DJing. I'm DJing.
You can do whatever you want.
But that's
45.
At 45, he could though because he has a bunch of DJ friends.
Right.
He has a bunch of DJ homies that at the end of the day, if he gets anybody to agree to him to do a gig for $100, because that's what he's gonna get paid at first, because don't nobody know him. So as far as DJing wise, they don't know him.
Right.
So $100 is probably what you're gonna get, bro. Maybe 150.
Okay.
And then you got to pray to God that you kill that show, because if you don't, you might not get another gig at 150.
Nah, there ain't gonna be no pressure.
Okay, if that's the case, then that's all you would need. Because then he's like, hey, Deceptacon, I got a show on this night. Da 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 da. I need to take the board. Can you just come with me and set it up? Cool.
It ain't gonna be no 4-hour gig for 150 though. I ain't gonna do y'all like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do
Doing us
2
like
hours.
that. It's doing yourself like that, and what the club gonna allow. Because I've loved it. Sometimes, bro, I didn't have $1 in my pocket, but I could DJ for $100.
Because them ain't no clubs no more. A lot of y'all ain't no DJs no more. Hell, a lot of y'all ain't really artists no more. Everybody just playing algorithm games. And guess who know how to play algorithm games? This man right here, and I'm sure Big Show knows how to play algorithm games because I seen him on a post say something totally off for what the message of the post was. So he played algorithm games with the best of them. Let's know what I'm saying, finish this conversation with the algorithm games, man.
Do they know what I'm talking about? Do they know? They don't know.
They may not know what he's talking about. I'm finna play an example of it. But again, man, I seen you play algorithm games. You was tricking the computer to think one thing.
Go down.
You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, you start talking about something else.
Good night. It's your man, DJ Big Show. I want to shout out everybody that's listening in. And listen, if you don't mess with me, I don't care. Don't come to none of my events. I'm tired of people.
He not tired of nobody. He was just playing it off. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm going to get straight to the point. He ain't tired of nobody. But
Play the rest of it. Play the rest of it.
But I love that genius thinking.
Coming to me, act like they mess with me, and they don't care about me, and you don't like me, and you come into my stuff. Don't come. I don't care if you don't come. All right, good. I hope that worked for the algorithm. Now, listen. I care everybody comes to my events. I want all.
Did I put my foot on Eddie's couch? I ain't put my foot on Eddie's couch. After I put my foot on Eddie's couch. So, yes, man, I love the way that you play those algorithm games, and I think that it was genius, but...
The economics of it all, though, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. I want to get into these clubs. I want to get into more of these spots. I'm finding, though, there's a tension that I'm getting with. The tension I have is the $150 versus stacking up and doing it on my own, right? I'm really just looking for my own situation, stacking up, trying to find my own spot and get into a venue and get myself because it's
Now,
just
if you want to be a club owner, because see, I'm gonna tell you the truth.
I don't want to be a club owner.
This goes back to what we tell artists all the time. You can't do everything. You need a team.
Yeah.
That's where it comes down to is certain positions in this. While fighting tyranny, you'll find yourself in a whole nother world that you got to relearn.
Damn it, man.
Does that make sense?
Do you want to break that down for me?
Okay, so
maybe
boom.
I do want to be a club owner.
Damn.
Whatever I want to be a club owner.
I'll be rocking this club every week, man. These people love me. They tell me they love me every week because this happens. They tell me they love me every week, bro. They buying me drinks and tipping me and this, that, and the third. Man, I'm gonna throw my own event. So then you go, you get the venue, you pay $500 for the venue. You might not have to pay for the venue at all. It depends on how you work it out, right?
Right.
You get the venue. You tell everybody you doing the event, everybody that you got tickets, whatever. If the venue's not known, which is the reason you didn't have to pay for it, the venue's not known usually, right? Or it's an off-ass day, off-ass night.
True.
Then you're having to promo it yourself, put $500 out. You're starting off in the hole. You're going to have to do that for a couple of months consistently in order to get people familiar with the spot. The way that the club that you DJ for $150 already has a crowd.
All right, I got a question then. Do you think if, say, you DJ Deceptacon worldwide, DJ Deceptacon, world famous DJ Deceptacon, is big show in the building with Deceptacon. Now, Deceptacon, you get booked for this gig in Italy, and they're actually paying you. You go in Italy, you're gonna be in Italy for 3 weeks. Say you making $1 at your normal spot, but you got your boy that you trust, that you know is hard, and tell him that he's gonna fill in for you at this spot for 3 weeks while you're gone.
Oh, I've done that.
Now, do you think your boy deserves to get $1, or do you think your boy deserves to get 50 cents? Because he's not Deceptacon.
It depends on what you negotiate. Because I've had it both ways. Like, basically, I've had it to where I put a person in position and the club owner paid me what he normally pays, and then had a conversation with me after.
But what did you really want to do, though? What did you really want to do?
Talk to me, because I literally, I've heard DJs say that I don't deserve 50
I've had
cents.
it both ways.
$1.
I've had it both ways. I've had DJs that I'm like, he ain't really worth that. You feel me? So I'm gonna offer him this. If he takes it, cool. If not, I'd rather pay the full amount to this other DJ or whatever. But I'm willing to risk the chance. Hey, you want to do this for $175? And then sometimes I usually get paid $200. I'm gonna give you $175. Sometimes it's $175. Take it or leave it. You don't need to know my business.
Right.
I've operated all those different ways. But what I have done is I've given a gig to a person, knowing that I was gonna be at a different spot for a couple of weeks.
Right.
Came back, thought that they weren't gonna have to give it back. You
Thought they weren't going to give it back.
Hit the you don't pay me, the club pay me.
Oh, that's
Hit
crazy.
one of those on me, right? Took the get back. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
crazy.
Took the get back. Got him fired. Fuck that shit. I wasn't having it. That's not cool. That's not how we do business, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But everybody can't do that. So I don't suggest that for everybody. I feel like if you got a residency, you protect your residency politically and DJ skill wise. You protect your residency because that's your bread and butter.
Oh, so you saying that you wouldn't even, like, say if you got a DJ homie that you know is hard, and you getting paid $1, and you wouldn't even put him in the spot because he could possibly mess up your $1 when you come back from Italy?
No.
Okay.
That I don't mind. Like I book KOA, I book Walt Chamberlain, I book all the DJs that I think are nice or good.
Yeah.
I'll book them before I book somebody who I don't think is good.
So Walt I know Walt Chamberlain.
I ain't gonna do that.
So Walt Chamberlain. So you out in Italy, and you Walt Chamberlain is your man. You think Walt Chamberlain can kill the club?
Depending on the event. Yeah, all of them are
event.
different DJ. I'm a different type of DJ too. Certain events are great for me. Certain events are like, he could do better. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so
I'm not comfortable with it. Like if I have to do a complete set if I have to do an Afrobeat set for 5 hours.
Okay, now we're
can I
talking.
do it? Yes. Can I rock the crowd for a solid hour 30 out of that? Yes. Like
Right.
rock it.
right,
But that extra time, I'm not in the culture enough.
right,
Not in that culture to
Right,
where I
right.
know like who's the newest, hottest,
right.
trending Afrobeats song. Like, what is the songs that real Afrobeats heads know? You have to dive into that. I'd have to
Right.
prepare. Probably like at least a good week. If I prepared a good week, I think
Right.
I could do it.
Okay.
But if you ask me to do that shit tomorrow, I'd be like, I probably won't take the money, honestly, because I'd rather not make a fool of myself
But
than just take the bread.
But if it's your bread and butter, and you got to go to Italy, you Walt Chamberlain's
I
in
leave
there.
it at KOA, Walt Chamberlain.
You give him $1 if you get $1.
Even if the crowd, because this is what you can't help is what the club owner is going to do.
Right.
So if you have a solid understanding and loyalty with your club owner, which is hard, but if that happens, then even if they are better than you,
Right.
to them or the crowd or whoever. When you come back, it's still your gig. Now here's the other
You
thing.
don't, you don't lose your job to injury like the NFL.
There's a certain amount of respect from
Yeah.
DJ to DJ. I'm not putting a DJ I don't know
Right.
on my gig to hold me down for 2 weeks or whatever.
Right.
While I'm going to do another gig, I'm not going to do that. It's got to be somebody I know and trust.
So say it's somebody that you know, like you talked about your man's that's coming up, right? That you worked out and they did the hour with you a couple times. They did the hour because this happened to Big Show. So you did the hours. You did it 10 times. They did an hour underneath you pause for 10 times, and they worked it set out. You think they can now? They not getting gigs like that, but you getting paid $1. You going to Europe. Chamberlain can't do it. KOA can't do it. But your man's who you know that you've been working with, refining for the last 2 months. You want to give him the opportunity. Would you give him the 50 cents or would you give him your whole $1?
I would give him like 75.
Why?
Good man.
I'm just being
Why?
honest.
I was like, why? Why is that good man? Why is that good man?
Because half is too much. That's too off. 75, that's a 25% commission is the way I'm looking at it.
25%
it's just like
commission.
a 25% management fee or commission.
Okay.
I put into you, if you're my coming up DJ,
Okay.
not only have I let you get exposure, I've probably given you a lot of advice and allowed you to stand in my DJ booth
Management,
and
booking.
watch me.
Right.
You feel me?
Gotcha.
That, and I didn't charge you for any of that, which I do charge for DJ lessons.
Gotcha.
So, and I'm not just playing semantics.
No,
with
no, I like
it's
how
just
you put
like,
it.
Hey, I would offer you 75. Watch my back while I'm there. Let's get it. You
Yeah.
feel me? And cool. Now, if the DJ is good, I'm not even going to disrespect you with a $150 gig offer.
Okay.
I'm a popular person who, when a club owner calls me, shout out to a couple of them that I've DJ'd for, they've called me after doing business with me, and then they done close the club down, reopen it, whatever, holler back at me. All right, cool. I can give you the first 2 weeks for that rate, but then it's got to be this. They done hit me up. Hey, bro, you got a DJ? Okay, what? How many hours? Oh, it's 6 hours, but I'm gonna pay him $150. I'm like,
no.
bruh, nah, you gonna have to come up off. I'll tell the club owner, you got to come up on that price, bro. That's like $20 an hour, bro. Like you tripping type.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's too cheap.
Yeah.
When it gets down to McDonald's wages, no offense to anybody working at McDonald's, when it gets down to McDonald's wages, now you tripping a little bit.
I got you.
When I speak to DJs though, on the opposite side, if you starting out, you ain't. I don't care
Listen.
if somebody offers you $50 to DJ, go DJ.
Do you know-
you're getting paid to do what you love? Go do that.
Do you know I got like chastised for wanting to get the whole $1? Like I got chastised for wanting to get the whole $1. I'm like, if you getting paid $1 and you can't do it, offer me $1. But it wasn't no like, oh, this is just gonna be my fee from it. If you talk to me like a man, I think it's a situation we have a lot of time ethically in the game. A lot of times people don't know how to talk to people in HR approved ways. You get what I'm saying? What you said.
It's supply and demand.
What do you mean supply and demand?
It's supply and demand. In the entertainment industry, it's supply and demand.
Yes.
If you won't do it, somebody will.
Yeah.
Always.
Oh, that's true.
Almost.
And we in
always.
Atlanta.
Now,
Yeah.
for me, when I tell that club owner, nah, bro, you got to come up that price. I'm not even the one that's DJing. He's
Right.
asking me to refer somebody.
Right.
And I'm just like, nah, I ain't even calling my homie for that.
no
That
honey.
sounds crazy. I'm not
Right.
even gonna try him like that. You gonna have to come up off that. I'm automatically
Yeah, he might say,
assuming
all right.
that he'll be like either, okay, I'll come up on it, or I'm gonna just go try to find somebody else. Now, me knowing the market, I'm like, whoever they get for that price,
Yeah.
unless they just struck it lucky that day, they're gonna be trash.
So
In my opinion.
So what if? Do you have? Say, I got a lot of questions. This is the ethics. I came to ask Deceptacon some
But
questions.
yeah,
real quick.
we can't get all the way into
Go-
the ethics versus
all right,
economics.
One last question. If you offer your man's, and he says $225 for that gig, right? And he's like, bro, ask the club owner for $275. Would you ask the club owner for $275 for your man's? If you said I do it, but if it's for $275, or if it's the club owner offers 75 cents, club owner offers $1, but your man's like, I want $1.25 for it.
The club is paying me $1 currently.
No, the club's like, man, I need somebody to fill in for me. I need Deceptacon.
Yeah.
You got anybody can DJ my spot tonight. You can't DJ, but can you DJ? And he said, I got $1. You ask your man's like, hey, this club got the spot for you for $1. But your man's like, bruh, give me $1.10, give me $1. See if they do $1.15, do $1.25.
Do I go back and negotiate for it? Yeah.
But I got chat's eyes like, oh, you ungrateful? You don't wanna do it for $1? I'm like, bro, just ask him, can he do $1.25 or not? Like, and leave it like that. Like,
So who chastised you? The club owner?
The DJ.
Okay, so he know too much about you in that moment. In that moment, he knew too much of your personal business.
Yeah.
About DJing that.
How'd you know he knew too much about me?
He has to, like, because other than that, he out of pocket.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The only reason I could ever think of saying, like, I wouldn't even just call you ungrateful, though. I'd just
pocket
be like,
watching.
I would just tell you, I'd be like, bro, the club's offering $100. You feel me? Being honest, I don't know if you want to go back and forth with them on it. If you want me to, I'll do it. But I don't know if you want to go back and forth with them on it because, you're looking for an opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to do this. I would do the gig first for that dollar amount.
Yeah.
Let them see how great you are.
Right.
Let them do all the whooping and hollering and praising they do when you first show up and DJ and they think you did a dope-ass job. We all done been through that, right?
Yeah.
And then after they done hooping and hollering, the next time that they want you to DJ, I would just let them know, hey, bro, look, things done got really busy for me and picked up and so forth and so forth. You know what I'm saying? For one last time, bro, I got you if you're feeling generous. Or, hey, bro, if you could at least do 125, you could beat out whatever. The way I ethically did that was I usually had gigs that were lined up for that.
Yeah.
Like people were like, hey, man, I got an opportunity for you to DJ at this club, whatever on this night. And I say, all right, cool. What's the amount? Okay, it's that. All right, let me give you a day to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Then I might get another offer for the same night, but it's a little bit more.
Yeah.
Depending on what club I want to go to,
Yeah.
that's the one I'm really leaning towards. So it's like, if it's the one that's not paying enough, hey, bro, look, I got an opportunity to DJ over here every Thursday or whatever, but I really like your spot better. Can you at least make that, can you match it for me?
Young DJs.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen to this. I hope you listen to Big Show for the internet DJing advice. I hope you listen to Deceptacon for the club DJing advice. What other aspect? We can talk about merch. We can talk about everything. I think there's nothing that we haven't talked about as far as business-wise today. DJing. I think we've got a great business
There's
conversation.
so much more to talk about.
But see,
we're going to have to run the conversation
we go,
back for sure.
And
Yeah,
again,
man.
it's obvious where these guys stand. One is a little more concerned with ethic and how things look and the relationship, and another one is looking at more so, hey, this is what I'm saying, what I need. You know what I'm saying, and people who get this, they go far. You know what I'm saying? So y'all could go kind of all day with it because you need the money. But of course, you know what I'm saying, without any ethics, without any goddamn integrity, you know what I'm saying, people roll over, you know what I'm saying, all day long. So it got to just be a happy medium. I'm going to just say that.
Know your worth. Know your worth, but build your worth.
And again,
If
I'm
you don't
45.
have, you don't just automatically have worth.
And I'm finna start DJing, and Deceptacon gonna teach me.
He got the cheat codes already, so it's not quite fair. Don't take this as a rags to riches story.
Hey,
Okay?
that's why I'm dropping
This ain't
mixes. But piggyback what you're saying. That's why I'm dropping mixes 2-3 times a week. That's why I got 3 radio shows so I can build up my worth and do what I need to do, building my worth wise.
Now you got to write this
audience.
question down for the next time. That
Go
we
ahead.
come. Is internet radio dying, dead,
Nah,
or
we're not doing
thriving?
Nah, we're not doing that.
What is it? What is
He
it?
said
I
he
want to know
got
that
3
question
radio
next
shows.
time.
3 radio shows. You drop him 3 mixes a week.
Yes, right.
3 mixes a week. Yeah.
You got Heartland Hip Hop. We looking for artists. You know
Looking
what I'm
for
saying?
artists.
All genres.
All genres. I prefer rap. I prefer R&B.
Country though, you still you
I must say I got Trail Ride mix. I heard that my Trail Ride mix was the hardest mix I had dropped this summer.
So get with him. You can find
I'm from
him.
Ohio, man. I'm from the country, man.
You can find him on the
Red Solo
internet.
Cups. Shout out to Red Solo Cups.
DJ Big Show on the internet.
You know what I'm saying?
So while I'm letting them know what you got coming up, go
Yes,
ahead
sir.
and know what I'm saying, let them know what parties, what internet shows, and what events that you got coming up for the rest of the year.
Man, I'm working. Shout out to Hip Hop Fraternity. I'm working with Pimp and Kim right now.
HHF.
Putting HHF.
That's right.
Putting it together. Tap in with back in the Hip Hop Fraternity. I'm working Streets versus Industry. Event I'm working at Ugly Money. Ugly Money. We got the showcase. I'm gonna pop out there Friday night. I'm gonna pop up at New Music Monday. I meant to pop up yesterday. Shout out to Coalition DJs. I talked to Big X. He said I'm good. I just got to pull up with some more. I guess I can pull up with DJ Deceptacon too. Who else? Man, just catch me. DJs United Radio, man. DJs United Radio on Saturdays. Man, it's a blessing, man. I'm really glad to be in this place. Got a chance to really. Shout out. You can catch me in Voyage ATL. I just dropped my interview there, and everywhere else, bro. Linktree, Heartland Hip Hop. That's where I'm gonna keep my links at, man. I'm working on my album. So
Okay,
I got right now it's gonna be United in Grief. This is a world premiere.
United in Grief.
United in Grief.
Sound like a DJ in Atlanta.
Yeah, United in Grief. That's my album. That's my album I'm working on.
Sound like
now.
a DJ movie in Atlanta, man.
Come on.
We gonna take the album, to the soundtrack to the movie, man. We all are united in grief, man. Know what I'm saying? Whether it's hip hop, whether it's street politics, or whether it's industry, man. Streets versus the industry, the online radio show with DJ Big Show, man. You know where to find him, man. If not, go look for him, man. He out here. But other than that, man, I'm Dame Dozha, you know what I'm saying, and I'm with my brother DJ Deceptacon. Last question, though, because this probably going to come out after the verses, so I didn't want to get too deep into it, but I just want to just see if you're on point. So when we pull this up, we'll know if your predictions is on point. Who you
20
got?
tracks.
No limit. 20 tracks. No
20
limit
tracks.
versus Cash Money.
I'm going Cash Money 13-7.
13-7.
Yeah, 13-7
So
Cash Money. 20
that's
tracks.
not close. What about you?
27, 13-7?
Over or under?
sounds
The
close.
over or under of
That sounds
closer.
about right.
That sounds close. Oh, Cash Money's winning. I can say that.
Over
emphatically.
or under? By a lot or by a little?
By a lot. By a lot.
Okay, so since
13-7 to 15-5.
From how I've seen all the other verses go,
Mm-hmm.
some of them had more rules than others, but the rules are always like kind of talked about a little beforehand. If they go affiliated catalog, kind of like how they did with the producers, how the producers like the writers or whatever did a couple of them. Like who was one of them?
Like you talking about KLC?
Like I wrote this song, so they played that song in the verses.
Yeah,
because they wrote it.
That
You know
was
what I mean?
like Fat Joe
When it
put out a
gets-
whole bunch of tracks.
So
that,
like
you
when
know,
it gets
it's
to that
affiliated.
type of situation, Cash Money's a landslide, in my opinion. They got Drake, Nicki, Wayne.
No,
like
for one,
what?
you can't count that. That's not going to be
Who
counted.
said that?
That's
Who
not going
said
to be
that?
counted.
Did they say that?
That's Young Money.
That's Cash Money.
So what?
YMCMB.
We'll just say.
All right.
Who said it?
No, this is
You're
the
saying
criteria.
you're making your rules. I'm asking,
right.
what is the
That's
rules?
no. The rules here is.
Oh no! I'm
No
not playing
Young
by
Money.
your rules. No, I'm not playing by
No
your
Young
rules.
Money.
I'm not playing by your rules.
No, that's
no,
Young
that's
Money.
Not fair. No,
We don't know. We'll know by the time this comes out.
No.
But if you exclude Young Money altogether, know what I'm saying?
Exclude Young Money altogether. So that means you can't really have Cash Money damn near.
No,
you
that's not true.
Lil Wayne was with Cash Money for most of Cash Money's hits.
Yeah,
So you're just going to exclude Lil Wayne from it. No, sir, we're not going by your rules. It's not fair. That's not fair.
They're not going to include Drake in this Battle Brother or Nicki Minaj.
Listen to what I said. You said can't do Young Money, right? Young Money, does Young Money have to do with Lil Wayne? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So that means Lil Wayne would be out.
No.
Are you just talking about the Young Money era of music? So anything new that Cash Money's put out, you can't put out?
It's really Birdman versus Master P.
It's Birdman
Okay.
versus Master.
So then we
How many Birdman songs are there? It's a lot of Birdman songs, but
Well, I'm talking
it's
about-
not that many Birdman.
But I'm talking about like
I allowed
Birdman
you to
artists.
elaborate.
YB is Birdman artist.
I allowed you. If we're not going that far,
Landslide.
we're not going
Yeah,
that
it
far.
might be 15-5.
So we're handicapping. Are you admitting that we're handicapping Birdman?
No.
Because that's what we're doing right now. This is called a handicap.
Okay,
to
I
make,
understand.
To make the contest fair, I'm going to give you 5-foot head start. What are we doing?
For
so
lack
what are we handicapping?
of time, I'm just going to say he said 13-7.
I'm
He
leaning
said by a
15-5.
lot.
I'm thinking more
15-5.
15-5.
And
By
I'm gonna
real
say-
rules. By the
and-
real rules.
And
by
really,
your rules, even. I don't know.
contrarian opinion, Dame Dozha says that Master P can take on all the mother suckers by himself, and you won't realize the recency bias will have your mind mixed up until you hear those songs played. And then once you hear those songs played, you're going to realize all the diverse audience that bought Master P's hits, that there were more hits from No Limit as far as gold and platinum. And then you're going to realize how many different types of hits they're going to be, while Cash Money is going to kind of be the bootleg version of No Limit, and No Limit is going to be the more commercial version of gangsta Southern hip hop
with the handicaps. Yes,
hey, we'll see.
Because it's got to be that.
We'll see by then. But Master P
Birdman
is
wasn't never really just a rapper though. He was really like always a CEO.
Master P is a giant.
Yeah, because of merch.
We gonna see when the music comes on. Is when the music comes on. Other than that, I
Master
think
P got big hits. Don't get it twisted.
Got-
We're talking about in a versus. It's amounts of hits.
I know. I took your prediction. I just said mine. I think it's gonna be close.
What?
I say 12-8. No Limit.
Less another day. Less
No
another
Limits winning. Can we put money on this? Can we really put money on this?
could just
I want to put $50 on this.
That's right.
I want
Listen,
to
man.
put 50 on this
I'm
right
Dame
now.
Dozha.
There's no way.
Listen, by the time y'all see this clip,
Name
y'all
5
gonna,
Master
y'all
P hits
gonna
right
be
now. I
able,
know you
y'all
can
gonna
do
be
it.
able to
That's
say
right.
whether or not.
Name 5 Master P hits. I'll let you use your phone.
No
5
Limit
Master P hits.
Soldier,
Uh-huh.
Free Code,
You missing a couple of them, bro.
About It.
Okay.
How they do that there, and
You missing the biggest
Fan-
one. He did not say
make them say
Okay, make it say, okay, cool.
I got less than
I can give you those 5.
less another day. Less another day. What does it profit a man to gain the world if he loses his soul in the process?
Depends on the value that he has.
what
on
does
his
it
soul.
take a man to gain the world if he loses his soul?
What does it profit a man to gain the world if he loses his soul in the process?
I don't know. Ask
Oh, he
Drake.
gets the world. That's the answer.
Ask Drake.
He technically gets the world. Depends on the value he has on his soul.
Ask Drake. I don't think he's too happy right now.
I think
Less
he's
than
very
a day.
happy. Drake is rich. Drake is rich and the best artist to ever walk the face of this earth. when
DJ
it comes
Big
to
Show,
hip-hop.
man.
DJ Big
hip-hop,
Show.
R&B.
You got to come back, man, and know what I'm saying, chop it up with us, man. Y'all can check them out again. They got the Ugly Money every Friday. Y'all doing that every Friday now?
Yes, sir. Legacy over likes. Respect the sound. Respect the service. Every Friday, Streets vs. Industry. Check me out with DJ Hustle.
And sing your music. Don't say these guys.
Oh,
are checking.
heartlandhiphop@gmail.com. Linktree, Heartland Hip Hop. Got all, yeah. If you're interested in marketing services, DJ services, hit me up, man. I ain't hard to find.
DJ Big Show. I'm Dame Dozha. DJ Deceptacon. It's Word on the Net podcast, man. And we'll see y'all next time, man.
We out.
Peace.
No limit.